Trump has landed a deal with China. People still need jobs, and all things are going crazy in the economy. Welcome to America's Money. I'm Monica Link, and all summer long, I'm going to be chatting about the financial crisis in America and how everyday people are overcoming and how businesses are dealing with said crisis. So we'll be covering the White House, corporate America, and everyday people. So welcome to America's Money. So this is the first installment that I'm dropping for YouTube, and I just want to talk about the current state of tariffs. There was a rumor that was floating around on TikTok and everywhere else in media reports that China had paused shipments to America and they were shutting boats down and nothing was moving. That was in the middle of the Trump administration dealing with China on a possible tariff deal. There was an announcement of a temporary deal to curb the tariff rates and to, tick them down a little bit so that it's more affordable and that people can, afford it, businesses and consumers. So that deal is only for a few months. So I hear it's about 90 days that they want to do that. So that's going to go, and it's gonna help out for a bit. The markets have responded favorably on Monday morning. A lot of money went into the stock market. So the stock market is up on the news of the trade deal. On the other hand, the unemployment crisis is still going. Layoffs are still moving. There was a report in Black Enterprise this morning that there are a very, very, very high unemployment rates among African Americans, namely African American women, who have the highest unemployment rate in the nation at this point. So there is a crisis brewing on the horizon for people of color, on top of it being the regular unemployment crisis. So on top of that, there's just been inflation everywhere. So food prices are up, fast food prices are up. I am a fan of getting a snack here and there. I was at the Knicks watch party the other day and I went to Raising Cane's, and the combos are up $1, and they shrunk the size of some of the parts of the combo. So there's a smaller piece of bread in the package. There's been a lot of just like stuff changing and stuff shrinking. So shrinkflation is still going, inflation is still going, the unemployment crisis is still going. I've been watching a ton of TikTok videos where there's been people who have just been searching for jobs for 2 years, 3 years. And this has been going on since the Biden administration. So for 2 administrations, jobs continue to be lost. So the white collar recession is continuing. So the question is, is this just a white collar recession, or is this a depression? So people want to know. People want to know, what they should do and where they should go. I saw a commentator the other day who gave advice for people graduating from college. Their advice was leave the country. If you can study abroad, if you can get a job abroad right after graduation, that right now is not the time for America. So what are your thoughts on America's money? What do you think the solutions are? What do you think lawmakers should do? Drop it in the comments, and I'll be back with more installments on America's money and how we're all gonna get through this together. I believe that America is resilient and we're gonna get through this. So anyway, drop me some comments, and I'll be back with more data, more information, and more news. I'm Monica Link, and if you've never seen my content, I am a journalist and content creator. I've had years in the newsroom with places like the Financial Times, the New York Observer, New York City Wired, and now I'm talking about what is happening in America on the front lines. So I love your feedback. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon, and we'll talk more about America's